So today we are talking about political parties. Specifically, what is the purpose of political parties and what are their platform? So the purpose of political parties is to elect into office persons who support the party's platforms. Many of us probably know the two major political parties, Republican and Democrat, but what you might not know is that there are dozens of other political parties out there that you have the option to support. And you will learn about a couple of them later in the unit. Platform is a list of actions and policies a political party supports. So, specific activities of parties include selecting candidates, so people that they want to run for different government offices. They also educate the public. They offer candidate support that may be in the form of money, fundraising, advertising, um, even just helping them get their word out and their platform. And then also criticizing and evaluating their opponents. So they're the other political parties and their candidates. So while there's mostly two major parties in the US, that doesn't mean there aren't any other parties, like I had mentioned earlier. A number of smaller parties do exist and they cover the entire political spectrum. So remember, our political spectrum has the far left and the far right. We have reactionaries and radicals, liberals and conservatives. We also have the center with our moderates and independents. Now, these other political parties, though, they have very little political power. They don't have a lot of support because people tend to not vote for them. So think about and write in your notes, why do you think that people only vote for Republicans or Democrats? Why do we stick to these two major political parties? So answer that question in your notes and then have a discussion with me when I'm available. So make sure you ask me that question. So there are a number of reasons why the US is basically a two-party system. There are historical foundations starting all the way back from prior to the Civil War in the US. We have political socialization. We tend to learn at a very young age to identify with either Republicans or the Democrats, depending on who our family members support or our close friends and who their families support. There are other practical considerations, such as the parties that are major and supported, the Republicans and Democrats, they have the most money. Okay. They have the most structured infrastructure, the most support. We also have the winner take all electoral system. So, where most states, depending on how their constituents vote, uh, whoever has the majority of vote in that state is going to get all of that state's electoral votes. So that's the winner take all electoral system. State and federal laws also tend to favor the two party system. And there's a number of laws that can be doing this. In some states, in order to get on the ballot, you have to have a number of signatures. Another thing, maybe with most of the debates that take place across the country, you have to have at least 15% um, of a particular vote in order to participate in later debates, which third party candidates almost never do. So we're stuck with just Republican and Democrat with our debates. So what you're going to be doing next is you're going to need to go to Google Classroom to find the handout for the platforms of the two major parties. You're doing research on that as on your own, and then you're going to be looking at a different PDF that's going to have the platform of three different smaller parties, also known as third parties. is go back to your direction slideshow in order to find out where to find everything and to know what to do next.